Hey guys, it's me, EODGamer here, and welcome to our first Zenless Zone Zero banner prediction video that we're going to be doing. We have the two cars have already been drip marketed. I want to do in this video not only just banner predictions of the 4-star cars. As you can see, I have some lined up over here already. I also want to share with you some things, especially if you're new to Hoyoverse games, some tendencies, and maybe you missed a couple of characters before, you want to know when they are coming out. We're going to be touching all of this as well, and some things that I can share with you guys. So first things first, we're going to be doing this every single patch. We have been doing this a really long time for Honkai Star Rail. You can see here, it goes all the way back. We've been doing it for like the past year and a half. Usually I like to start off with my track record, which is pretty good in Honkai Star Rail. Hopefully any of you guys who watch our Honkai Star Rail predictions video can help comment to justify. But I don't have a track record here in Zenless Zone Zero, so I'm going to do my best to see what I can do and predict the 4-star cast as well. I'm better with reruns, but we will see how that goes. First things first, usually the order that Hoyoverse does it is the drip marketing. First banner is usually the first 5-star. Second drip marketing is usually the second 5-star. Majority of the case. There are some exceptions in the past for their other games, but by and large, we can see that Caesar, which is a physical defense character, is likely going to be in the first half of 1.2. So if any of you who are saving up, that's the expected time that you have, about 3 weeks in between patches. So every single box that you see here, like one line, is 3 weeks. Here, Burnice has just been drip marketed. She's going to be a fire, I believe, anomaly character, and it's likely going to be a 5-star as well. Now, we are of course doing this one day slightly early before they even drip their 4-star, but I don't think I need it. My guess is Lighter is going to probably be the 4-star character that's introduced into the game. His model is already more or less made. Some of you who might even encounter him as you're playing the game. I think he's going to be a 4-star, and he's likely going to be drip marketed tomorrow. Of course, when this video was recorded was just the day before, but that's my guess. Who knows whether I'm going to be right or wrong, but I think by and large it's pretty good chance that he's going to be a 4-star as well. And usually if they go in the order of first character, second character, and then a new character coming up, most likely the 4-star is going to be in the second half of that particular version. So I'm going to just put here Lighter in the second half. That is my prediction of how the trend is going to be. If you're seeing like all these other characters, what are these characters EOD? What are they doing on screen? We talked about like, all the other characters that's unreleased so far and our predictions for 1.3 and beyond for the 5-star cast. So if you're interested to know like when Miyabi is going to rerun, take a look at that video instead. It's going to be much more interesting if you guys care only about 5 stars. But for those of you who care about 4 stars, we have a trend so far. You can see that they go one by one. No character has been repeated so far, and they're trying to clear off like all the characters as quickly as possible before they like come back for their reruns and stuff like that. So the two characters that we have left is Lucy and Piper. Now my thought process is they likely will put an anomaly character together with an anomaly character here for Burnice, who's a fire anomaly in the next half. So my prediction is I think Piper is going to come with a character, for example, like Burnice. So any of you who are like waiting in the August shop right now and you are looking to play anomaly, maybe you just have to wait a while more. It's like one patch, 3, 6, 9, about 9 weeks, about 2 months, you probably will have a rate out for Piper, but that's really quite a long time, to be honest. Other than that, I think Lucy is going to come back in the first half. It seems like they're trying to like give at least a rate up to every single of the character that is released at launch, and then they will start doing like reruns. So here, my guess is Lucy is going to be in the first half because you have a defensive character, which is Caesar, who is a physical defense character. So my thought process is maybe we'll have a bit more defensive. In my opinion, they could run many things, but the most logical sense is to run a physical character in the first half or a fire character in the first half. The only character that we have in the game currently that is of like a fire element is Ben. So I don't think they're going to rerun like Ben over here. It just doesn't make too much sense, especially when your on banner is already a defense character. So most likely they're going to go with a physical character, and there are a few choices. And it's either Billy or like Corin. At the same time, they could go another route, which is go into like attack DPS, for example, like Anton as one of the rate up as well. So this is a bit tricky because who are they going to go with their first rerun? My thought process is they might tend towards a character, for example, like Billy or Anton. So I'm a bit torn between both of them to see which one is which. Anton hasn't been around for 3 patches, but he doesn't really synergize with this team. None of them really like procs their passive. So my guess is Billy might come back. into Billy into these team competitions, but it could really be split either way into Anton and Billy. See whether they care too much about this 3-banner rerun or whether they are looking for more like banner synergy of the overall characters, because you have like 2 physical characters, 2 Sons of Keldrin, 1 fire of course, which sells out pretty nicely. So 2 4-stars per patch. And now let's touch on something that I think a lot of people will be interested in. And from my experience playing Genshin Impact Honkai Star Rail for like almost the past 4 years now, the first rerun has always happened in the second or like first half of 1.4. So if you are looking to perhaps like pick up Zhu Yuan right now, you're watching this video, you don't have enough pulls, you don't have like you didn't pick up Alan, you're wondering when is the right time. I think that the Zenless Zone Zero is going to follow in line with like their older brothers and sisters, Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail as well, to have their first rerun come about in version 1.4. So probably the first time you'll see Ellen is like somewhere around here. That's my guess. So I would say this is like the first rerun ever. That's my honest opinion. Like total guessing based on previously what we saw. And of course, after Ellen thereafter, once you see the first rerun, it usually forms a pattern. Like maybe Zhu Yuan will come back in 1.5 first half, but it's not always like linear or like the same as how they appeared when their first banner came about. Hoyoverse likes to like mix it up. So for example, maybe they might put Zhu Yuan slightly later, they might put other characters, maybe Jane Doe slightly faster. The rule of thumb that Hoyoverse likes to go is popular characters or like very meta characters. They tend to either drag them out very long, like for example 1 year. In Genshin Impact, there was this like super meta character Kazuha. He only came back after like almost 1 year. And similarly in Honkai Star Rail, they do tend to like drag out meta characters a little bit longer. DPS characters, they tend to bring them back sooner than not. Whereas like supportive characters, I would say like Qingyi to some extent, maybe even Caesar and the anomalies to some extent. We don't exactly know right now, but these characters might take a little bit longer to come back for their reruns. They might prioritize bringing the attack characters first because power creep just happens a little bit more. We'll be talking about a video on power creep a little bit, but if any of you see like these other characters here and you're interested in the new characters that are coming up, one thing is to know the 4-star cast, another thing is to know the upcoming 5-star cast or the S-rank class. Always getting confused between the both of them, playing Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail for so long. But do check out this video that we actually talked about all the upcoming releases and the predictions of when like Miyabi is coming out, when the other faction characters are coming out, so you guys can plan your resources. You always want to be making sure that you have resources for the worst case scenario so you can get any character that you really like, and I highly recommend you checking this video out. Otherwise, we'll be doing this every single patch. Do like and subscribe for more of such future content to see how accurate we are. Also, hopefully we can continue our good trend from Honkai Star Rail moving forward. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your attention, and see you in the next video.